Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at to cut a long story short, at the performance of the Daima Goku, the Daima Goku Mini in basically the Cell Max event, but in hard content in general. Because Daima Goku Mini is a really good unit. For those who don't know, he's a really great unit. There's two things he does that I think are super duper noteworthy. Firstly, he can act as a functional first slot tank for the first turn. This is great. Secondly, he's very strong defensively in that second slot. Really, he's quite good. He has a lot of evasion, a lot of defense after super, and he can do some really good damage. When fully built up, he can do multiple 14, 15, 16 million attacks, and I think it's really good. And remember, he also has that attacks effective against all types, so he's got some built-in protection for his levels of damage. The big hindrance in inverted commas for him as a unit is probably just realistically, honestly not much, but I think probably for me, I would say he's not a specialist in anything. One of those units that's really a good second, third slot unit. Maybe in a bit of a pinch, you can use him as a first slot unit. Good active skill, good this, good that, on quite a few categories. Like I say, there's nothing wrong with him in any way, shape, or form. So there's nothing to really complain about. So I want people to understand that he is great in all current content right now. He is really great in just a lot of content. Like, he's great in the Cell Max event. He's great in the red zones, the blue zones. He's on a lot of categories, which really helps him as well. He's not tied to limited categories like the Gloria. I think the Gloria unit, he's a little bit tied to only a few categories. So whereas he's really good, I think he's really good, he is limited. He's a bit more limited per se than maybe some than Goku, for example, or other Legends Limiteds. But he is Legends Limiteds, other Dokkan festivals. Sorry if I'm playing a lot of Legends, but yeah, I think he's still really good. I think personally for me, still really solid. I think a good generic unit with a great link set that does a good job on a lot of teams. You don't have to work too hard to incorporate him into things. I think he does what he needs to do, and I think ultimately because of that, he's a fun, easy unit to utilize. That ultimately at the end of the day, it's just a good unit. There's nothing maybe absolutely amazing. Does he do 40 million damage every single attack? No. Is he bad defensively? No. He's just very solid in pretty much every way you need him to be. He's good defensively, he's good offensively, he is on a decent chunk of categories. He is just a good unit, and I think that for me is more than fine. His animations are really good. He definitely has good functionality across the board, and at the end of the day, he's the type of unit you can just have really good performance out of without having to feel like you are fighting the unit. There's not a lot you need to get him going, and he works in pretty much every event. Obviously, evasion is still a primary source of his defensive mechanics, and so if there is an event that disables evasion, that's going to be something quite pivotal to evaluating his performance. If you don't have evasion, you are going to have a little bit of a rough time. So yeah,